Hi friends, Kiele here. I had a particular topic on the brain that I wanted to just hop on and share with you real quick, and that really has to do with momentum is the word that comes to mind. But this applies to a lot of situations where you feel challenged by something. You might be in resistance. In other words, you're procrastinating. You don't want to do it. You have a hard time making yourself do it. Maybe you find yourself doing, playing stupid games like, solitaire or whatever. And like, why in the hell can I not make myself do this stuff? And here's the thing. Mindset Mastery teaches you tools and practices that you can engage in to help you with these things. But, it is an ongoing challenge, right? So like I'll be talking to people sometimes, and this just doesn't apply to this subject. This is actually a lot of things where they're surprised to find out that, I might find, this or that challenging too. And this area is a good example. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, so achieving a certain degree of mindset mastery does not mean that from this point forward, your life is perfect and you have no challenges. If anything, it's actually kind of the opposite in this sense. When you achieve a degree of mindset mastery, one of the things that is going to be true that you're doing is you're actually tackling the things that you find challenging. That's part of what you learn to do, and that provides such great energy and joy and sense of accomplishment. And yes, sometimes frustrations, because there will be failures, there will be things that you don't get right the first time, and so forth. But it's absolutely true that you're still going to have the challenges. That's the thing. And this topic came up, I guess it was maybe a couple weeks ago that I posted something that was I thought was cute and fun and even funny about, my challenge right now, or the challenge that I'm doing, is the month of October, right? And, I had some people have an interesting response to that and express sympathy, thinking that, maybe things are really off for me right now. And, that's what has got me thinking about this and chewing on this, and, still to this day. So first, let me reassure you that, no, a lot of the challenges that I have been dealing with over the last couple of months, in fact, I took a hiatus, some of you already know that, to address some of these challenges, give myself sort of the space, in the room, that I felt like I needed. Well, these are the result of me making conscious and deliberate choices in my life as I go forward to create the life I want to be living, and to continue improving that, and to eliminate, things that are basically tolerations, right? Things that are irritants in my life that kind of suck negative energy, out of me, and increase things that I enjoy and that, provide positive energy and, things that I want more of in my life. So that's one. Two, when you are feeling those challenges, okay, here's where mindset mastery comes in. It's not that it prevents the challenges. It's not that it completely eliminates, our tendency to procrastinate, to resist, right? Whatever it is that we are kind of feeling fearful of or feeling anxious about doing. Instead, what it does is it allows you to identify more easily, more readily when you are feeling, notice, I guess, when you're feeling those things. And then you have a set of tools to go, oh, okay, this is what I'm experiencing. So I'm just going to get out my tool bag, my little bag of tricks here, and go to work, right? So it's a kind of more, you have processes and practices that allow you to sort of pull yourself up by the bootstraps and start putting one foot in front of the other. And right now, that's what's going on for me, right? So I took about 2 months off, and I really didn't do, I didn't do my normal work during that time frame. I wasn't doing, social media engagement. I wasn't doing outreach. I was really, really kind of taking some time off and taking a break. And one of the things that happened is I lost momentum. Some of the positive energy that just sort of comes into your life naturally when you are connecting with people, tackling, the challenges, creating the things that you want. I mean, these might be big picture things or smaller picture things. I mean, sometimes it might even be just organizing a sock drawer, to be honest. But basically, all of that energy that gets created when you are kind of stepping back and stepping away from things for a bit, it can kind of dissipate. And that's one of the things that I experienced. So when I returned, basically said, okay, I'm, done with my hiatus. It's time to get back to work. I definitely found myself feeling resistance, anxiety, all those things. But the cool thing is that, I have the keys to the kingdom now, right? Because of the mindset mastery work that I've done. It means that it doesn't mean that I get to skip over those feelings. Everybody gets to feel those feelings. The question is just, what do you do with them? How quickly do you identify them, and how quickly can you move through them and actually start getting to the part that's more fun? And so that's where I am now. Like I, have been doing the things I need to be doing. I feel a little rusty, it's a little, it's still a little challenging. I'm not like right back up to the level that I was at when I took my break in terms of, productivity, how many people am I connecting with each day, etc. But I am making progress, and I'm starting to notice how positively that's impacting, how I'm feeling, the energy that I'm experiencing in my life. And so kind of moving back toward, those golden periods, those golden experiences is how I describe them, where things are flowing and things just feel really great. So I know this is kind of long-winded, but I just really wanted to address that because the challenge is not a bad thing necessarily. It might feel bad. Sometimes it feels bad, not always. But it's a good thing, and it can be actually a really important part of the journey. Anyway, that's all. So I hope this is helpful to those of you out there who are experiencing your own challenges. We all deal with it, and the feelings that it triggers, it might be insecurity, it might be anxiety. I mean, there's a bunch of feelings that can come up as a result. It's part of being human. There is nobody on the planet who doesn't doesn't experience those things. This is a common, not just a common, this is, really it's part of your humanity. So that's it for now. It's Friday, so I'm going to post this and get on to the weekend, and I will see y'all again soon. I hope, I hope that life is treating you well. Bye now.